We want to do Wednesday too instead of
Boys talking balls. We'll see. Episode 86. Boom. Got it. Locked it in.
for shits and kicks.
For shits and gigs. Alejandro Alvarez.
Tommy Tuhill on the futon.
Not
As
in
always.
picture, but on the futon.
Yes.
2-week hiatus. Not
Things
by
happen.
design. Not by design.
Life happens.
Simply called and put out here. Just like last year. A little burnout.
Little burnout. Even then,
happens.
just life hits you fast, man. Things happen.
Nody gang. So you randomly decided to stream again, bro. It's been like 2 weeks. Chill, bro.
Easy.
Bro, chill. We're back. Nice to see you, by the way, Dior. Nice to see you again.
Yes. Well,
Episode 86, a little hiatus. 2-week hiatus, not by design.
not by design.
But we're back.
Yes.
But we're back, and that's all that matters. We got a lot to talk about, honestly, because we've been gone for 2 weeks. We're just gonna start with college basketball. That's only fair. Because the men's national championships tonight. The women's was yesterday afternoon. Fuck Duke. High splooge. Yeah, I bet a lot of parlays got cooked because of that. 100%. 100%, dude.
Brackets finally got cooked.
Yeah. So let's just start with the women's, just to get it out of the way. Not like we mean it in that way either.
No. Paige Beckers finally cements herself as one of the top ones.
Year 5, baby.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Finally gets it. Now she's gone. I mean, she tore her ACL. She did it twice.
Two times, I think it was.
Like multiple times. I mean, but anytime she touched the court, she was a fucking dog.
Yep.
She was, I think they said 3-time unanimous first team All-American.
Oh, snap.
And then obviously the one championship. Think about it. She was kind of overshadowed by Clark. She was hitting the scene before Clark got big, and then
all in the same class, by the way. Those two were
Yes.
that 2020 recruiting class.
yeah, it's crazy.
Fun times. She got it though. And
Yeah.
that's what matters.
She finally got it. Philly Dawn.
Got dominated
That's
twice
bad.
this year.
Gino is now 12-1.
Against Philly Dawn.
No, in national championships.
Oh, yeah.
That's 12 natties.
When the
For
men's
UConn.
team suck, the women's team picks it up.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh,
Utter
man.
dominance.
Yeah.
Utter dominance for Gino. He's got to be one of the top 5 college basketball
Oh, yeah.
coaches of all time.
Oh yeah, easily.
He's got to put him in there.
Would things have been different if our girl Juju didn't tear her ACL though?
Yes.
That was brutal. I will say the Brew Crew did get dominated though. I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
And
that was a shellacking.
they got belt to ass.
They did.
Real bad.
They really, really did. It was that was bad.
But now we're gonna be kind of going into a completely new era of women's college basketball.
Yeah,
here
we're gonna
with
have to
Juju
find some more of the new
and the
names.
gang. Yeah,
We're gonna have to
it'll be
find-
exciting.
Yeah.
It'll
We'll
definitely
see.
be exciting. To the men's.
Yes.
Got lots to cover here. Got the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, and the Final Four. All
Ugh.
because burnout and being lazy. So let's rewind the clock here to 2 weeks ago.
Jeez.
We're looking at the Sweet 16. The bracket is officially cooked now, by the way. That right there.
It was cooked.
Smoked.
But
With the Auburn loss, that was really the dagger.
yep.
Got the majority of the Final Four right, though. That was fun.
3 out of 4.
Yeah. Sweet 16 as well. We did pretty good with
We
that.
did do very well.
Just unfortunate way to go out. So if we look back, what was the finish to a couple of these games here?
Well, let's see here. I want to make sure. Okay, ready? Sweet 16. We had the Duke Arizona game.
That was fun.
Florida obviously outpaced Maryland. Bama hit, what was that, 25 threes?
Yeah,
Sears hit 10 of them
Yep.
himself.
that was
If they didn't even make a single 3, they would have beaten BYU.
a end to end just belt to ass.
We had a Coach Cal absolute disaster class.
Right.
Texas Tech.
Texas fucking Tech.
Yeah.
Those
They
bastards.
made a great
Those
run.
bastards.
Texas Tech did very, very well. It was foul trouble and everything. Just Cal didn't know what to happen. Honestly, just perfectly on cue for March Madness and John Calipari. Just at some point, the Pison's going to screw the pooch.
Completely on brand
Yep.
for Coach Cal.
Besides that, then we also had we had Tennessee getting the best of Kentucky, doing away
We
with them.
expected that.
We had I guess we might as well talk about it, Alejandro. Your boys in blue. It was
They
heartbreaking.
had us in the first half. Well, we had them in the first half.
You were up by 11. I live bet the Auburn money line. And I should have just done the spread. Auburn wins by 13.
It's fucked up. That was a brutal run to end that game. Was the last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just complete domination.
Ugh.
It
Made me
was-
sick. Made me sick just watching it all crumble. Hey, can't hang our heads though. No one expected this program a year from being so bad.
Yeah.
To
Turmoil and
back.
everything.
come back like we did. We set the tone. Big Ten hoops, baby. We're gonna run it next year. That's for sure.
We'll see. I don't know. The Terps. Look out for the Terps.
Yeah, without their head coach now, right?
Yeah,
That was
matter.
over and done with.
He's going to Nova now.
Yeah. A lot of weird firings. I forgot about
And
that.
not even firing, it's just movement.
Yeah.
Complete utter movement. He actually, that was a whole thing because he was at the end of his
His deal.
contract.
Yeah, and he didn't know if he was going to be brought back anyway. He was
He-
kind of pretty public about that.
And he said because he felt like he wasn't getting enough backing for what they wanted to do.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's not
In
nice.
the way of NIL and stuff like that. So that's part of. So now it kind of makes you feel like he's going to Nova because he feels like Nova's going to buy into his shtick, and maybe we'll see Nova hoops go back on top now. As a person who's not a fan of Villanova, not huge on it, but at the same time, it'll be interesting to see.
We got to talk about one of the teams here that's also in the finals. They almost didn't make it out the goddamn weekend,
No,
let alone the week.
Yeah.
Houston with a second left.
that
A
was
la DeAndre Ayton. Was this game one of either the Western Conference Finals in 2021 or the finals, where they had the baseline inbound with about 1 or 2 seconds on the clock,
yep.
throw it to Ayton at the center,
Mm-hmm.
lob it in, game over. See ya.
Yeah,
Perdeezy.
just couldn't do it. Just
Taking
couldn't
it
do
way too easy.
Couldn't figure it
You
out.
blew it. You blew it. Had a good chance.
Very good chance. That would have been crazy. They probably wouldn't have made it too far.
Gave them Cougars a run for their money.
Also, Ole Miss Michigan State was a banger.
Yeah. Almost. They almost did it.
Someone had somebody
Our boy Padula.
had Michigan State minus 3.5,
Oh, yeah. Ouch.
and
Ouch.
for buzzer beater.
Ow,
was,
ow, ow. Brutal.
Yeah, one of the worst beats of March.
Happens to the best of us, Mr. Tuho.
And then after that, that Saturday, we had Bama Duke. Duke just showed their dominance.
Yeah,
that wasn't
Duke.
even funny.
Sorry, Slooge, if you're still in here. That just did not go well.
Yeah,
Duke proved. Well, sure, the ACC was down, but top of the top.
top
So,
dogs are still the top dogs.
Still the top dogs.
It happens.
It does happen. Entertaining, though. I
Very, very, very good game.
mean, I'm like kind of upset that we don't get to watch this Duke team anymore because it's just it was so exciting to watch.
It was very
Like,
exciting
they
to
were
watch.
just-
Flew.
ugh.
They flew
They
around,
did.
man.
They did. And then they did it.
Yeah.
What else we got here? What was the weekend?
Besides that, Texas Tech, Florida.
Oh, right.
Was a
Yeah.
hell of a
Slow
matchup.
start by the Swamp Puppies, but they got it back in blood.
Yes, they did, and they figured it out. They actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was a comeback by them.
It
too.
was
They
in
still
the
went
second
back.
half. It was a second half comeback.
Yes, Texas Tech ended up choking it away. She kind of saw
Shout out Walter Clayton Jr.
and just
Kid has been balling.
working it. And then Izzo tried his best against the Tigers, just didn't work out.
Poor Izzo.
Just didn't work out. Another year, another time not going to the Final Four. Lost by 6, but then Tennessee just couldn't make a shot to save their lives.
Nah.
And Houston just suffocated.
Yeah, Houston just cruised on by.
They figured it out.
They survived the weekend. And now we turn to what was just this past weekend here on Saturday
Utter madness.
for Duke Houston.
Utter madness.
First games of April in the tournament. The madness has trickled into the next month. Man, oh man. I mean, Florida Auburn was a great game. Very
Yes.
close. Very, very
Florida
close
just
until
ended
a
up making
Florida
the run at
run.
the end.
Yes, a very late run by the Gators. Walter Clayton Jr., 34 points.
Crazy.
That kick and ball, man. And then Auburn, I mean, other end of it, one team's making shots, the other team's just not making the same shots. It's kind of how it
Well,
goes.
also, I
Drawing
gotta be-
fouls.
this Florida team, and we'll get into it more as we're going to talk for the game tonight. But long, man. They're long.
Very
The
long,
bigs are
very long.
very, very good inside.
Yes.
This team is, we were talking about it all year. They seemed like they seemed like they could definitely be a dangerous team. They could go. This team was the number 1 team in the country. For
And
a long
This was
time.
Alex Condon having a bad game.
Yeah.
As well. Only had 1 point on and he missed all of his shots.
Yeah.
Fouled out. But I mean, that's a 6'11" forward. That's not even your big.
Yeah.
That is your forward. I mean, they got plenty of height, and then you had who was this? Thomas Howe coming off the bench, 12 points.
It's not bad.
Picking up the slack. I mean, came in clutch, and the Tigers. I mean, Broom stunk it up.
Yep.
He kind of stunk it up in that second half. Kind of looked like they were putting it on his shoulders, and it go his way. Baker Mazzara, is that how you say it? Baker Mazzara.
So, yeah.
He was playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
He was lighting it up. Just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough for Bruce Pearl and the gang.
Yeah.
And that was the dagger.
That was a dagger.
In that bracket right there.
Officially done.
Officially cooked.
It happens.
Right now, I believe our bracket challenge group is officially decided. So we'll do it here live for the one person watching. In our group, the Boys Talking Balls, second ever annual March Madness bracket, we finished right now in 7th place as the community bracket, like you, me, and Denny. Your boy right now with his personal bracket's 5th, and winning it all is Jack Roston.
Wow!
This year, congratulations, Jack. 92% correct. No one else can catch him. Yeah, barely won it.
Wow!
Barely won it. Followed by Beans and Rice. I know whoever's named themselves that motherfucker.
It's crazy.
But yeah, your boy didn't do too bad though. 5th, I'll take 5th.
I finished dead last.
And did you actually?
Yes. I finished dead last.
Dude, that is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
Dewey.
I'm embarrassed.
Picked the Oregon Ducks to win it all. Oh my!
I had the Johnnies, Tennessee, Oregon, and
my God.
Auburn in my final four.
Wow.
I had a lot of upsets that just did not happen. I thought madness was going to occur. And
that was a stinky bracket, my boy.
It stunk.
How you doing the other bracket, by the way? Same deal?
I believe so.
Same deal over there? I'm in 4th place in that other bracket challenge.
Well, in that one, I had St. John's to win it all. So.
You're 14th. It's not terrible.
It's not awful.
So I think if Florida does win tonight, I'll be in 2nd place for the company bracket right there.
Wow.
Or no, me and a Sludge Revenge might actually be tied. But hey, I'll take a tied 2nd place.
Might as well.
I know ball. But yeah. All right. Let's talk.
I did pick Houston to go to the final.
Nice.
So in that bracket.
So let's talk about the games that just happened, right? We just talked about Florida.
We talked about Florida.
Auburn. Let's circle back now to Duke Houston.
How does it happen? How? Just how? Bad inbounding. All your players that have been making plays for you all year. Just couldn't find a way.
Nope.
To get it done.
Could not do it. Yeah. Brutal last minute to that game for those Blue Devils.
I mean, from the turnovers to not boxing out, which allowed it to make it a 1-point game.
To hit your foul shots.
To Proctor, who honestly was not doing well from the line all year, though, but misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Then for a flag, I believe it was a push, correct? That was the foul call?
Yeah.
The
Brutal.
Flag push that then leads to it being a tie game.
Terrible.
Or my fault, actually, taking the lead, and then they gave it back to Flag. And it felt like it could have been a Cooper Flag moment. It felt like it was like, listen, Leitner, Reddick, all those guys that have worn the blue D, maybe it's Flag's turn. And no.
Nope.
Just shot it a little.
Nope.
A little too.
He just left it short. Just left it short. It looked good. Thought he had. That would have been the least lead taking shot.
Yeah.
Who knows what Houston does with that last.
And then think about it too.
like
at the end,
seconds.
They couldn't even get a shot up that looked decent.
Nope. They were cooked.
They tried to feed it to Flag again.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
And then Proctor just had to get it. And then they tried to feed it over to Kneppel. Kneppel just got hounded.
Yeah, he did. He didn't have a good game.
He did not have a great game.
Brutal. Just a brutal way to go out for those Blue Devils. They were this close to the verge of greatness. And then,
made the finals.
You know what they did? They blew it.
Yep.
They went and blew it.
You blew
You blew it. You went and blew it. You went and blew it. So now that sets the stage for tonight at an 8:50 tip.
Just
Maybe.
intriguing.
Maybe a 9 p.m. tip if we're being more honest.
Yes. They tried to say, "Oh, it's 40 minutes up from what usually was a 9:30." Well, that game never got tipped off till 9:40. So now it's gonna be 9 o'clock tip. And congrats, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Would have been nice to see that Duke team make it here. It would have been fireworks. It's still gonna be fireworks, but in a much different sense.
I think you're gonna get a lot of good defensive
Yeah, a
basketball.
lot more grit, a
played.
lot less flash.
Yes.
Now for this NCAA men's Division I championship matchup.
Yes.
It is the Florida Gators taking on the Houston Cougars. Who do you got?
I have the Florida Gators.
I also have the Florida Gators.
I just think they're going to be too much.
because I picked them in my bracket.
I think there's going to be too much, Alejandro. I think those guys are just they're going to make enough plays down the stretch. I think you're going to get enough shots from the three. Listen, we were just seeing clips over here on this one program that we were watching. Obviously, everyone on Houston's well conditioned, right? I believe they said everyone was averaging a 5-minute mile on their basketball team.
Of course.
And then, as basketball players do, very well conditioned. But then, all they do is just box out at practice. They don't even shoot the ball. They don't even shoot the ball. They just box out and fight each other.
American style practices, baby. American conference. You can never leave it.
Never leave it.
Good for the Cougars, man. Was it first time since the 50s or the 40s or something?
84.
Oh, 80s? My fault.
First time since 84.
My fault.
They made the championship. Samson, most games coached and most games won, I believe, without winning a natty.
Wow. That's a stat.
Now, I could definitely listen. It'll definitely be a close game, but I definitely could see a. It'd be kind of cool if in the Alamo Dome, Houston won it in the home state of Texas.
Well, you can only hope sometimes. You know what I mean? You can only hope and pray.
Let's see.
It's going to have to be a defensive game. The spread and the money line is very close. I believe Florida is a slight favorite at -115. So that means that Houston is -105. So they're not plus money technically.
Yeah. And then I believe the spread is -1.5.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Over is at 140.5, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if I like that over.
I don't know if I like it either.
Unless Florida makes a run in the second half and just stretches it away.
Yeah. Well,
you're going to have Florida to win almost by 20 for that to cover.
I don't think that's
going to have Florida put up 80.
This game's going to be close.
Yeah.
Does Florida crack 70, though? I think so.
I'm telling you this right now.
Some key numbers there. Some key metric numbers that Florida has to hit if they want to have a chance to beat this defensively sound Cougar squad.
Give me a 67-63 final. I really think it's going to be mucked up. I think it's going to be a little bit slow.
A little mucky.
Yeah, a little mucky.
All
but
right.
give me the Florida Gators win.
Okay. I like it. Me personally, I think they'll win by 3. So I do think they'll crack 70. So I think it'll be a 71-68 finish.
Interesting. All right.
71-68 is my score.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. Other than that, though, go Gators, swamp chomp.
They're going to chomp it up down in the swamp.
You name it. We want it to happen. All right. Anything else on the college hoops before we segue?
It's been a hell of a ride.
Been a hell of a ride.
Very interested to see what goes on.
Was fun. Was a fun time. All right. The great one, the great chase. It's over. I was not the great one, but history has been made.
Well, the great one was in
attendance for both.
Yes.
Same amount of games. Yeah.
Yep.
Was it 1,800 and something?
1,479 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off of 1T almost, basically. Shout out to Ovechkin there. Hell of a shot.
It was just a great chase.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was a great chase, but it was just like he's been playing amazing hockey
for 20 years, 2 decades,
and I mean, I know his contract's ending in like a season or two, but and he said he does want to finish his career in Russia, so he'll at the end of this deal, he'll most likely be done. But I mean, damn Alejandro, I almost want to the way he's playing. I want to see him be 1,000 goal scorer.
Right.
I want 1,000 goal scorer in NHL history. That's what I want.
He could do it. Splooge just asked if he reaches 900. He definitely reaches 900.
He reaches
before the
900
season's over.
before. If we're because I believe the goals include the playoffs. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whoever the Cavs play in the first round, it's going to just be he's going to be on a tear because that's the thing. It's not like it's not like basketball where like you can just kind of get easy buckets and like sometimes like everyone's always playing hard. Like, I don't know if you saw the Blackhawks game where it looked like he had a chance to break it in few
He
games.
want the open net though, right? Was that like the whole deal?
Yeah. That was his whole thing. He said, "No, don't give me the open net."
I'm sorry, I'm just checking right now, trying to see what the Cap schedule looks like to end the year. They got 5 games left. I can't count. They got a nice break here. They last played Sunday, then they get a break till Thursday against the Hurricanes. Then they go Blue Jackets twice and a home and home. Islanders, Penguins. It would be something for Ovi to hit 900 against Sid. That would be something.
It would be.
But do they play them the last game of the year? Is that like how does rest work before the playoffs?
Well, it'll be interesting. It's not really like a play-in or anything like that. They might give like guys like a day off, but it's also hockey. Sometimes you just want to play. Sometimes play like there is always like a rest versus rust factor.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just want to have them play because if anything, you get like that long weekend off. If I'm not mistaken.
Speaking of the rest of the league, now by the way, congrats to Obi one more time.
Yes.
Caps are now a point behind for the President's Trophy. Did not think that would happen. Dallas has broken 100. Vegas has broken 100. And other than that, no one else.
Colorado's sneaking up.
Is cracking it.
Colorado's a win away. Carolina will most likely break 100. The Leafs are a game away.
Final stretch here, Tui.
Oh, the Golden Knights have also hit 100.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh.
It's okay.
It's all good.
Happens. Happens to the best of us.
Listen, it's terrible to see such a great thing happening down only a couple hours away from us in D.C. And then looking at your own city in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And it's official, Alejandro. We're eliminated. Keep the tank. Keep the tank. Keep the tank.
Look at Voracek.
No stick.
He's not happy. No stick. Lost. Just like the Flyers right now. No stick, lost. Shout out to the assistant manager, assistant general manager, whoever the fuck. We're getting towards the fuck out of there after he said he didn't feel like coaching the rest of the year. So, all right.
Might as well
Pack your
just
bags,
let
kid.
him go. But I will say this. Listen, after that happened, the Flyers, they didn't look terrible now.
No, we went a nice little streak, and
They went pretty quick. I mean, he got fired after that Maple Leafs game. They beat the Canadiens. They went and won 3 straight games.
Yeah,
beat the Canadiens, Sabres, and Predators. Now,
Mitchkov mania.
Not great teams, but Mitchkov had 7 points in 3 games. Kind of making you feel. Some people were saying like it was also being said apparently from other people inside the locker room and stuff that it felt like a weight was lifted off their shoulders.
Damn. Torch will not be remembered fondly in Philadelphia.
Listen, I just feel like it was an experiment gone wrong.
Not a lot of winning.
I feel like if they gave him the team that if they gave him the crew that Vigneault had, they would have done something. They would have done something and it would have been magical. But at the same time, he's getting older. It happens.
It does happen.
It happens. It is what it is.
Happens to the best of us and the worst of us.
And it's brutal. But at the end of the day, I have no harsh feelings towards Torts. I feel like he maxed out.
It is what it is.
I feel like he maxed out his tank.
Yep. We'll get a good draft pick out of it.
Yes.
And keep on building.
Yes.
Lachenko coming up next year, hopefully.
Yep. We got some more young guys coming in, making their rounds. I'm very intrigued to see how next year goes.
I am once again asking the team to trade Sean Couturier before it is too late.
We'll see.
I'm once again asking. TK, stay all day long. Yes. Please keep TK.
Yep.
Other than that, though, no, please. Got to find a second goalie as well. That is a big offseason.
And no, just draft one. Go get one.
This is on the bulletin board for sure for the team. Get a second tendy.
I need a tendy.
Please.
I need a tendy.
Fedotov stinks. He stinks. And Arison will be hung out to dry too many times. We've seen it way too often.
Well, Alejandro, we haven't fully talked about everything yet. Pittsburgh's still eliminated.
Yep.
The Boston Bruins. See ya.
See you.
Obviously,
Marshy.
Predators, Blackhawks, Sharks, Kraken, Ducks. Also all eliminated.
R.I.P. Rest and peace.
Adios.
Who would have thought the Boston Bruins would be alongside little old Philadelphia Flyers here at the bottom of the goddamn totem pole?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk it?
Not me.
Not
So,
me either.
teams that have clinched, we have the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Washington Capitals, all hailing from the east. From the west side, Winnipeg, Dallas, Vegas, Colorado, LA have all clinched. David and the boys on a skid here. Leon Draisaitl, by the way, another 50-goal a year for him.
Hats off.
Hats off indeed. St. Louis hanging around. Minnesota has fallen off the earth pile.
Not good, bud.
What happened there with Minnesota? I mean,
it's honestly that's just what the Wild have kind of been for the last little stretch of history here. It looked like they could contend, then they kind of start to skid. They don't really play well against some of the top dogs, or it's close games. They fuck up somehow along the line. They just stumble.
By the way,
yeah,
I don't know if you noticed, these St. Louis Blues, 12-game win streak.
Yes,
right
they've
now.
been ripping it, Alejandro.
That's crazy. They have propelled themselves all the way into playoff contention after, being pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. This is a team that was one game, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 games over 500 before they started this 12-game win streak, and now here they are holding the number 1 position in the wild card by a game over the Wild.
Yeah,
and
Alejandro,
the games played.
Just got something to talk about here. Remember you said the Devils were going to fall off?
Yep.
That just didn't happen.
Just didn't happen.
It just didn't happen.
Just didn't happen.
They're not playing great hockey.
They're not playing great hockey.
They're playing hockey enough.
They sure are. They haven't cracked 90 points just yet, but the Met is stinking it up right now. The Rangers just can't get out of their own way.
No.
The Rangers,
the Islanders can't
4,
do
5,
it either.
1. Ugh. I mean, come on. Come on, Rangers. It's right there in front of you. Just win. Is it so hard? Is it seriously so hard for the New York Rangers to actually just remember that they're a decent hockey club?
Well, Alejandro, I don't like the remaining stretch they got.
By the way, the Red Wings also choked off the fucking earth.
Yes.
Both teams right now, pretty bad.
I don't like it, Alejandro. Lightning, they'll beat the Flyers. Islanders, Hurricanes, Panthers, Lightning again.
Doesn't look good for the Rangers.
6 games left, 3 games behind the Canadians.
The Habs play the Red Wings, Sens, Leafs, Hawks, Canes. It's not an easy stretch for Montreal. It's possible. It's possible.
I don't see it.
What does Detroit's end of the year look like? Canadians, Panthers, Lightning, Stars, Devils, Leafs. Jesus. Huh.
Congrats to the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah, right.
Number
They're
one in the
locked.
wild card?
Yeah, they're locked. Ottawa's locked. BJ
Seems that way.
sends. All right, now BJ's Habs, us, Hawks, Canes.
We've somehow found a way to tank better than the Buffalo Sabres.
Somehow. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know.
Buffalo's a shitter. Blue Jackets did fall off, by the way. I was correct about that.
Yes.
Only 3 teams left in the West.
Yep.
Utah, Vancouver. Who would have thought we saw Vancouver at this spot? I didn't think we would see them here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple games left. Chance to get back in, but I don't think it happens. I don't know. Who do you think that 2 seed
8 points
is?
back, but only a game in hand. If anything, Calgary looks like the team that could maybe try to, if the Wild continue to falter.
Ducks, Wild, Sharks, Golden Knights, Kings. They have a nice 3-game stretch there where they can get some points.
Yeah.
If they do their job. That's 6 points right there. And
they
that
do
puts
play
you,
the Wild, too, you said head-to-head?
Yeah. So
that game will basically decide who is
the last team in.
who's going in the West.
Ooh, interesting. Edmonton kind of should be fine, right? St. Louis is in the Pacific.
Yeah,
They should be in the
St. Louis is
Central.
not in the Pacific yet.
Yeah, so then Edmonton's kind of chilling there at the 3 seed.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. At this point, it's all just seeding semantics.
Yeah. By the way, I do like Edmonton against whoever they do play in that first round.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Dave, when the boy's not going out early.
That possibly could be that Red Hot Blues team.
I don't care.
Jordan Binnington's won a
Don't
Stanley
care.
Cup.
Don't
Jordan
care.
Binnington actually carried the Blues to their Stanley Cup. So Binnington's a scary guy. You don't like to
When he
play him,
gets hot?
especially when he's hot.
All right.
If this Blues team is hot, Alejandro, be wary. Be wary.
I'll keep an eye
Come
out.
you off time.
I'll keep an eye out.
Everyone in the Atlantic's basically set away. It just kind of depends on if Ottawa can try to catch Florida. I just don't really. I see Ottawa making the playoffs. I just don't know
How good they do.
or what all goes on. Honestly, though, you got a chucker. Listen,
You do got
Mr. 2-8 still up there. The G-man, Claude Giroux. So if you have a team in the Eastern Conference, you're gonna look at me and say, Tui, who do you hope does well? It's
a sense.
Really the sense.
They're not going to do well, but
They're not going to do well, but listen, one can hope.
I'm
Also,
just here to watch good hockey.
Beautiful jerseys.
Mm.
Do the Ottawa Senators have
Mm.
those black jerseys, Alejandro?
They do it for you.
Chef's kiss. Beautiful.
Magnifique.
Although I got to be honest, I liked the logo they had before they made the change. I know this is kind of going back to what they used to have, old wise, but the one in like the 2010s, beautiful.
Beautiful. Does it do it for you now?
I mean, it's nice, it's classy, but the other one was nicer.
No spice, no pizzazz.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Looked a little bit more mean.
Mm.
Didn't look as stoic. Didn't look like as like, It looked like
a bulldog.
It looked,
angry bulldog face.
I mean, yeah, it looked like the face of a warrior, Alejandro.
Precisely.
Looked like.
I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Enough hockey faded away out of existence.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
okay.
I think we're all basically we're set up there.
All right.
We're just waiting for everything to go on. But they're going to be playing hockey for another week.
Yep.
Week and a half.
And then it's playoffs, baby.
Final day is the 17th, so that is 10 days.
Nice. So in the past 2 weeks, the 76ers have been eliminated. Tyrese Maxey has been shut down for the year. Quentin Grimes has been going nuclear. Nick Nurse is still the head coach. Daryl Morey is still our GM. I don't really excuse me. Don't really know what else to say about my 76ers.
There's nothing much. The entire East is locked, Alejandro.
It is. I do know that. Sixers played tonight, by the way. And an absolute shitter bowl. I don't think we're catching the Hornets, so we're kind of locked in where we are as long as Brooklyn, kind of wins a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll have like fifth best odds. I'll take it. That's fine.
It's okay.
That's fine. You can do a lot. But as you said, the plan for the East is locked. Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, Orlando. All locked in.
Now they're just going to find out who's going to travel where.
Who wants to play? Who wants to play Boston and Cleveland?
Yeah. Now, really what it is that right now it would be, if I'm not mistaken, Alejandro, Orlando hosting Atlanta and Chicago hosting Miami.
Correct.
So.
And if Orlando beats Atlanta, they're in.
Do any of these teams play each other before the end of the year? The Heat and the Bulls actually play each other Wednesday.
We are not drafting Mark Sears, Mr. Sploosh. That's the last thing we'll be doing with that draft pick. You were saying?
I'm just Chicago, Miami play each other Wednesday. Miami's a game back, so obviously, listen, we all know Miami's not great. We all know usually they don't show up early, but you get a playing game in Miami.
Tyler Hero, Kalower, let it happen.
You know what I mean? You could see something.
Bamonte.
Now Atlanta and Orlando, they actually play each other twice.
Ooh.
They play each other tomorrow, and they play each other the last game of the regular season.
And then they'll play each other in the first playing game.
Most likely, unless someone, for some reason, at 7 or 8 just falls off the face of the earth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Orlando's kind of
Chicago's also a game back on Atlanta, and then Orlando again.
It all goes 1, 2,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
I do think Orlando is a lock for the playoffs. I don't know who gets the 8th seed, but I do think the Orlando Magic do make the dance. Paulo is healthy. Franz is healthy. That's all you really need. Those two guys can get you 30 a night with a lot of rebounds. That's all you really need. Sure, the only thing is with Orlando is that their guard play has been so fucking crippled.
Now, here's the thing, Alejandro. Cleveland is what? Probably 2 games away from clinching the 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
would argue that they've already clinched it basically.
Just not officially.
Correct.
Obviously, Boston and Cleveland have both clinched their respective divisions.
Yes.
No division doesn't really matter in the NBA.
It doesn't. I wish it had a little bit more impact.
It doesn't, though.
It doesn't.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, indeed. Yeah, Boston's locked, though, I think. Or Boston's locked in at the 2.
Boston's
Cleveland's
absolutely locked in at the 2. I don't think I mean, they can try to chase Cleveland for the 1, but they're locked into the 2.
You can rest guys and just kind of be happy where you are because they are 8 games ahead of the Knicks.
The Knicks will be about, again, another game or 2 away from locking up the 3.
Yeah.
It really looks like
Pacers have been hot.
Detroit. It's going to be between Detroit and Milwaukee to see who wants to play New York.
Yeah.
Now the question is,
Detroit,
do they play
Milwaukee.
each other before? Oh my goodness, Alejandro!
They should. NBA
The Pistons
Central.
play the Knicks on Thursday, and then the last 2 games of the year for the Pistons, they play the Bucks.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you've been paying attention to much NBA media around, but the Pistons have been building themselves an identity here down the stretch of the year. If you saw that massive brawl
with the Timberwolves, are the bad boys back?
I think so. I think there are some bad things going on in Detroit in the best kind of way.
We ain't.
I'm not singing that. I can't sing that song.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my goodness! Why? Why were good things ruined? Why were good things ruined? Jesus!
Yeah.
Wow.
I like what's going on in Detroit, man.
Yeah.
Some really good stuff there. Isaiah Stewart
mentality.
is just trying to murder everybody, and Cade's just doing his thing over there. Shout out Jay and Ivy. I think he's finally back, and Jaron Duran. Also a baller, and Marcus Sasser. Nice little scrappy guard there. Milwaukee, games shut down for the year, right, with blood clots. I think they're kind of screwed. If I'm not mistaken, that happened. No more Damian Lillard.
I'm trying to find out here.
To
be fair, Giannis did carry.
Well, yeah, but he's like no Chris Middleton. It's really Giannis and Kyle Kuzma right now. With no Chris Mid. Not a really strong defensive guard anymore. You don't even have Dame Lillard there, so.
So the last it was 4 days ago from Tim Bontemps. Milwaukee Bucks head coach Doc Rivers said that Damian Lillard is feeling good as he recovers from deep vein thrombosis in his right calf. That there is much more hope today than there was a few days ago that he can return sometime this season.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know about all that. Milwaukee's screwed wherever they go in the playoffs, I fear. I think Mr. Antetokounmpo is just going to be more frustrated again.
Feeling like he's not getting enough help, wanting out.
Well, unfortunate circumstances.
Would they come to a bigger market?
I mean, I would.
Right?
I'd take him.
I'd
take him into Philadelphia.
I'd do it.
If there was ever a Joel Embiid trade, I would trade Joel Embiid for Giannis.
Absolutely, in a heartbeat.
Like that.
You can take Paul George, too.
Yeah, facts. Literally, you could, because that would free up enough money, and then we have a good enough team around that where we could just build with some cheaper pieces and keep Maxey, McCain, and whoever our potential new draft pick is. Yeah. Milwaukee's screwed, though. Indiana's been hot. Tyrese Halliburton expecting nuclear playoff run if the Pacers keep on rolling.
Yes.
We could very well see Knicks Pacers again. And
which would be cinema.
Signing Ben Simmons again? Pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Although he has played more games than Joel Embiid the last 2 years.
Pass, though. But just like pass. I know what I'm getting with that. That's not what the team needs defense, but not like that. You know what I mean?
Especially all the hoopla.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The East is locked. Other side, though, the West, man. Ooh.
Wide open.
Oh, the West, Mr. Tuo. This last week or two of NBA action, Woo!
Now, listen, we all know who's already eliminated. We go Portland on down. Everyone else is eliminated.
Yep.
Suns are on
The cusp.
Yeah, they're knocking.
Something stinks in Phoenix. Something stinks. Bradley Beal stinks. Kevin Durant, that ankle stinks.
The ankle stinks.
Devin Booker, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Colin Gillespie.
Yeah, getting playing time over Grayson Allen now. That's how you know things are shitty right now in Phoenix.
Stink.
They should have never gotten rid of Monty Williams. Is I think where they first fucked up, because now Monty's career is fucked, and so is Phoenix. Phoenix is just screwed.
Yeah,
I don't think they can
Monty
figure
took
it out.
them to a finals. Now they can't even make the play-in.
Yep. Such a good team does not deserve to go out like this. Fun team too. I hate it. I hate to see it personally. It all started when they traded that core 2021 team. If you look at it now, you know they would not have done that Kevin Durant trade for Mikal Bridges.
No.
They would have kept Mikal, and you would just, put all your chips
Kept
in on
Ayton
that.
too.
Yeah. You could have built something there. Kept Chris Paul around. I mean, they were so close. They were so close. They were like another forward away from like really matching Giannis's size.
Yeah.
That was really what screwed him.
Yep.
Brutal. Just
What
brutal.
an entertaining series that was.
So good. Least watched finals, by the way, but for the people that watched that,
Cinema.
That was probably my favorite series of this decade. I would say, right?
In the 20s, yeah.
In the 20s?
That Golden State
Boston
Celtics was
fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
But Golden State did win the majority of the games anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What, that went 5? Did it go 5 or 6? I don't even think it.
I think it went back to TD.
Did they win it in TD? So it went 6.
Yeah.
All right, my fault.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, definitely entertaining. 2020 though, banker.
Yeah.
2021, banger. 2022, banger. 2023 stinks.
Yeah.
2024. Is that this year technically? Technically, yeah.
It's gonna stink.
It's gonna stink. No.
It might just stink.
Nah, come
It
on.
might just
Come
stink,
on, dude.
Alejandro.
We're not even there yet.
It might just stink.
We got to go through the rest of the West still.
We might just stink. We can go through the rest of the West.
Dallas is the 10 seed.
Right.
Sacramento is the 9. Memphis is the 8. Minnesota is the 7. That Jimmy Butler Golden State Warriors team is a 6 seed right now. Clippers are 4 or 5. Denver's 4. Lakers are 3. Rockets are 2. And Oklahoma City is your locked in 1 seed.
And then I could basically,
Tommy, look at the.
I kind of want to call it, Alejandro. I know it's only 3.5 games, but like we got 4 games left. I think Houston's your 2 seed.
Yeah.
I think Houston's your 2 seed.
Okay.
I think you got your top 2 seeds in both your conferences set. I think it's going to be OKC and Houston at the top 2. And you got to think about it. Game and a half back for Denver. They could absolutely take over LeBron. If LeBron becomes the 4.
Dude, do you see the cluster here?
That road looks terrible. The cluster's insane from 8 all the way up to 3. It's insane. Anything can happen. Now at this point we gotta look at schedules.
Yeah. There's a lot of movement where we could see
Lakers,
Memphis.
this is the rest of their schedule. Thunder, Mavs, Rockets, Blazers. Blazers is a win.
Thunder and the Rockets.
And then you get the Mavs.
You win that Mavs game, even if maybe who knows if Anthony Davis is there, Anthony AD might just try and
Ruin it.
try and ruin some things for the Lakers, make them get a lower seed.
Mm-hmm.
Be fucked. I think they could win one of those 2 games against OKC or Houston. If
you go 2-2, you
things go
should actually it depends on Denver. Denver gets the Kings, Grizzlies, and Rockets.
Denver has been getting unlucky. Jokic has been having crazy games and just has not come up on the good end of the win-loss column.
Yeah.
He had that 60-point triple-double.
Still lost.
Still lost. Brutal. 61 points in a loss. You fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? I'd be losing my shit.
Does he show frustrations this offseason?
No. He
No?
doesn't care. Dude, he doesn't care.
He just wants to go to his horses.
Yeah, he don't give a shit. He's making good money. He don't care.
Clippers down the stretch.
Yep.
Who do they have? Spurs,
Wow.
Rockets, Kings, Warriors.
A quietly healthy Kawhi Leonard right now. If I'm the Clippers, I'd much rather take on whoever the 3 seed is than try my luck against Denver in a 7-game series where Denver has home court advantage. Personally.
You also don't want to be in the play-in, though, Alejandro.
I agree. I completely agree.
So you just got to win all the games that you need.
Well, if we're being completely honest here, Mr. Two Hill, we know who's making the West playoffs. It's just about where they are. Because I'll tell you right now, Sacramento and Dallas, I got bad news for you.
Nah.
You ain't making it. You are not making the playoffs. Call me crazy. Call me a casual.
Listen though, Alejandro, it's one game. You never know.
These are two teams
with they have it.
Incredibly depleted rosters. And sure, it's one game. And sure, Anthony Davis in a playing game could get you maybe 40 points. But who else is going to shoot the ball? Who else is going to take distractions away from Mr. Davis? Who? Derek Lively when he comes back? Same position. It's not going to work.
We'll see.
Sabonis is hurt for Sacramento. So what? It's just Levine and DeRozan?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't say Clay. You know Clay ain't doing shit. Yeah. The writing's on the wall for Sacramento and Dallas. I'm going to try and masterfully predict the jumble here. Shooter, and Ant Edwards. I think the Clippers will be in the play-in.
I think the farthest the Clippers falls. Honestly,
I think the Clippers will be in the play-in.
I don't think so.
What makes
I think the Clippers go 2-2, and they stay at the lowest they go is 6. I can see the Warriors going up to 5.
The Timberwolves are going to jump up out of the play-in.
The Warriors go up to 5. Denver and LA probably flip-flop. I could see actually. No, LA's the 3, Denver's the 4, Golden State's the 5. And then let's see the rest of the road for Minnesota. Bucks, Grizzlies, Nets, Jazz. So the last 2 games are easy. I got to be honest.
It's tricky.
Maybe if anything it's between LA No.
Can you imagine we see Denver in the play-in? I mean, they're on a 4-game losing streak right now, too. But it just doesn't feel possible.
Lakers 3, Denver's 4, Golden State's 5, Clippers 6, and then between Memphis and Minnesota, I think Memphis probably beats Minnesota on Thursday.
I agree.
So
that's going to be a good game, though. That's got the TNT spotlight.
I see Memphis 7, Minnesota 8.
So you think they just flip and then everything else?
Yeah.
So what I think, because those Denver Nuggets have a bad 2-game stretch to end their year. Obviously, you're going to probably get a win against the Kings, and that would be back up to 16.5. And then you got 2 games against Houston and Memphis. I think Ja's going to be hungry not to be in the play-in. So I think Denver will drop those last 2. Where will that put them? I think in the play-in with the Clippers. So I'll say this. I think Minnesota will win. I'll say they'll go 3-1. They could easily go 4-0, but I think they'll go 3-1. They drop one of those games to either Milwaukee or Memphis. That'll put them, say, 5 seed range. Memphis, I think, gets the 6. Warriors will be our 4 seed, and Lakers will be the 3. And then Denver and the Clippers will be our 7 and 8. Is what I think.
We'll see. I don't see the Warriors going into the play-in. I just don't.
I don't either. That's why I have them just teetering. I think it'll just be Denver and the Clippers. Uncharacteristic, but the Clippers feel like the play-in team here.
Yeah,
the Clippers do.
I can see it.
Norman Powell, Kawhi, they're quiet. I mean, they got the Spurs, Rockets, Clips, Warriors. The Warriors are probably going to send them down that last game. That last game between Warriors, Clippers, I think will be the determination for 6-7 is what I'm kind of leaning towards there. Or Denver might just get the lucky end of the stick there.
They might.
Who knows?
We'll figure it out.
Who knows?
That's why you got to play the full 82, Alejandro.
Damn right.
So next week we'll basically talk about that.
Yep. Baseball.
Thank you.
Baseball.
Thank you, baseball.
We're back. I don't think we talked about it yet. Have we? No, I think we got a little.
We might have previewed the opening.
Yeah. Anyway.
So much.
Joey. We're doing all right over here in fucking Philadelphia. We're chilling.
I mean,
Jesus Luzardo looks like a guy.
He does. Christopher
like
Sanchez made Ohtani look silly.
Yeah. Watched him strike him out 3 fucking times. It was beautiful.
Ohtani looked like shite. 1 for 11, 5 Ks, 2 walks, no homers, no RBIs.
Did not look good in the East Coast. And of course, all Dodgers fans out there saying, oh, it's only April.
It's April, and it's this, and it's that. And you're so lucky that it was raining so that Glasnow couldn't control the ball. And then we need a new Rosenbag. Well, guess what? Nick Castellanos sent you fucking 425. Get the fuck off me, ball.
First Grand Slam I've seen live, by the way. Honored.
And beautiful.
Oh, it got so loud. It was beautiful. One time I don't bet Kathy homer, by the way.
I know.
The only time.
I know.
So brutal, but awesome to watch regardless.
Yes.
Got a schedule. Got a little magnet schedule the 2025 year here. So I'm excited for that. I guess we're already talking about the Phillies. We can just keep talking about opening series against the Nats. Fun. Cool. Hate that we blew Wheeler's first start. Was not a fan.
Well, yeah, the fact that he didn't get the win.
I blame the sun more than anything. The shade there.
Listen,
at, National Park.
I'll say this right now. I know they've gotten a little bit better at it now, right? Coming through, but they still can't hit starting pitching great.
Can't hit them.
Now, I know it's early, right? It's April. But you got to remember, if anyone's listened to us from last year, we kind of live and die by like every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
If they're not playing good baseball, we're going to let them know.
Yeah.
We're going to voice our frustration.
Damn right we are.
The only thing I'm saying, man, is listen, do I like that they can hit relievers? I do. But
it's important.
Guess what? When the games start to matter, I know we're a long way away from that.
I don't like 6 scoreless innings or 5 scoreless innings. I don't know about you.
I don't like just it not being competitive. Now, the thing that I do like, Alejandro, I don't know if you saw. Very uncharacteristic usually of these fighting Phils.
Not chasing.
They don't chase at all.
We don't chase the
We're
ball.
Not chasing.
You know who does chase the ball, though?
Who?
2 guys who are notorious for chasing on their team. Good old Mr. Grand Slam and Mr. Taco Bell himself, Trey Shiesty.
Yes.
Love to hack.
They do.
Hacking at breaking balls in the dirt, far and outside. It's that's the name of the game with those 2. It was nice to see Cassie hit a second home run.
Yeah.
I won't lie. But yeah, no one's chasing. I'm liking it. Sosa's bat has been really hot. Seen a lot of discussion about him being an everyday guy.
I am okay with him being a plug and play guy. Because here's my thing. Because guess what? What goes up, Alejandro? It's baseball. It's a 162 game season. It's going to come down. He's going to level out. All right. He's going to be. I know. Listen. I listen. These pitchers love Sosa.
Me too.
You know what I mean? And I do too. Edmundo, baby. Edmundo. I was there on opening night. I saw the double he had.
I took him for two total bases.
Actually,
a lock.
Alejandro, a little story time. Made me take my shirt off on the 40-degree night at the bank.
Hell yeah!
I was shirtless for the rest of the game.
Sosa had the boy flowing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, wager's a wager, Mr. Denman. We were there at the game, and I told him, I go, listen, if Sosa hits extra bases here, tarps off.
Tarps off.
Tarps off.
Tarps off.
And he said, shake on it.
Shake on
it. Next thing you know,
shake on it.
Crack of the bat, and I go, he's getting 2, isn't he? And just as soon as he rounds for second, tarps off.
Tarps off.
Tarps off.
Tarps off.
It happens.
Nice series against the Rockies. Sweep.
Yes.
Love it.
Needed it.
Love it. Pitching did pretty good.
Yes.
Only allowed 1 run in each game.
Taijuan Walker, as much as we really don't like, as much as we really were having distaste about him, he did what he had to do, Alejandro.
Congrats.
I know the Rockies stink, but you know who stinks worse?
The White Sox.
The Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough going for the Braves. They're starting to round into form now, though. They're starting to hit the ball. Olsen's starting to swing really good.
They're still 1-8, Alejandro.
Yeah, but did you see what they just did?
They started 0-7, Alejandro.
Did you bear witness to what they just did, Mr. Tua?
Alejandro.
Does it not matter?
Great.
Does it not matter to you?
Not looking great for the Chop House.
Chop House. Oh man, rain delay on Sunday too. Brutal, guys. I thought y'all just shit on the ball. So we get a break today. Do the fightings. We're back at it tomorrow though.
Then we play those Braves.
Play those Braves. Good way to come into the series. Hopefully, who's our starter gonna be with the day off? Is it gonna be
Day 1 is Wheeler.
Wheels? Okay.
Day 2 then it's gonna be Walker.
Whoa. Taiwan Walker start. Taiwan Walker start against Spencer Schwabel. Yeah, so I just want you to document right now before we come back, probably on Thursday or Friday.
They're going 2-1.
We're going 2-1. You're gonna watch what you just said about Taiwan Walker, and we're gonna be like, oh, wow.
And we're gonna be like, wow, that was terrible.
3 2/3 innings with
6 runs allowed and 7 hits.
Yeah.
At Taiwan, if you would like to, please shut us up.
No. It's funny. All the people I'm working with were also like, oh, Taiwan Walker. It's like, bro, Taiwan Walker would look like Nolan Ryan if he pitched against the White Sox. He was damn near close to that against the Rockies. That's all I'm saying. That 94-mile-per-hour fastball. We even talk about the reincarnation of fucking Craig Kimbrell on this Phillies bullpen. He goes by the loving name of Jordan what?
Romano.
Thank you. What a absolute jabroni. He's not making it through the entire year.
Little dicky looking at it.
He ain't making it. Joe Ross is going to make it. Jose Ruiz is going to make it.
Orion Kirkring.
Give me more Orion, please. I'm loving year 3 Orion.
On the road, Alejandro?
Yeah. Strong school. Alvarado still gives me a heart attack. I'll never die on that spear because I'm always right about Jose Alvarado. And when you least expect it is when he'll fuck you.
Yep.
And it doesn't really take long. Vanish. It doesn't really take long for that to happen. I'm just going to get that out of here now. The second you guys see him go down in a couple of counts in consecutive ABs,
it's over.
It's over. Oh, it's more than over.
It's going to be a bad week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a big Al crash out waiting to happen. Other than that, though, you get thumbs up from me, Phillies. You got thumbs up.
Good start. What didn't we say?
Can we hit the ball better?
Didn't we say something, Alejandro, that we were like, if we could look back and we were like,
yeah, we were happy. We said 2 losses by those Braves. We were literally talking about. Yeah. Well, we're talking more about before the Dodgers series.
Even 2 losses and
we got 2 losses now, so I'm okay.
We got 2 losses through the Dodgers series. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll take it. We achieved our first goal. I'm happy about it.
You want to know something, though, Alejandro? Still 4th in the National League. The NL West
have not been
is a whole beast, Alejandro.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ, we're all dropping shit. Yeah, Padres cooked. We even talk about Jurickson Profar.
80 games.
80 game suspension. Big loss for the Braves. Oh, nice. You guys just signed a nice switch hitting outfielder. No. Yeah. Back to the West, though. Back to the West. Torpedo bats are going crazy as well. We didn't even talk about that yet.
That will be brought up.
You
want to know the number 1 team in the National League, Alejandro?
It's those goddamn San Francisco Giants.
8-1. Then the Dodgers at 9-2, and then the Dodgers at 9-2, and then the Padres. The Pods
walked off the Mariners.
Yes.
Did you see that catch? Did you not bear witness to Victor Robles absolutely getting folded over like an accordion?
I'll have to see this.
Copyright reasons, obviously can't show it. Audio is getting blocked as well. There we go. Crazy catch, heck of a catch, hell of a catch. Cubs did turn their bat around. By the way, Kyle Tucker's bat right now, nuclear.
Yeah,
very very hot right now.
You don't know who also is swinging good bats?
Who?
The Boston Red Sox. I don't know if it's just because.
Well, Devers finally decided to get a hit. Yeah, Cardinals stink.
Cardinals just stink this year.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
I'm all right with it then.
Yeah, we're all right with it. Here we go. Is the replay of Victor Robles making an insane catch here. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Runner on first. Robles deep in the right field.
Oh!
Hell of a grab. Yeah, thank God for the netting, but netting kind of fucked him up here. Homeboy 29 runs all the way to third base. Not sure why. But hell of a catch here by Robles. And then watch, you'll see him get folded up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he can't feel his legs.
I don't know. He was grabbing his wrist, which was leading to a lot of confusion.
I can see that, but also
some would argue that I'm thinking more whiplash.
Yes.
Effects, like stinger effects, you know?
That's a whole body stinger.
That's what I'm thinking.
That never happened to you on on a trampoline, Alejandro,
Nope.
where you land, dude. If you ever if you're jumping and you land funny on the trampoline and your back will just snap real quick, it is not a pleasant feeling.
Yeah, Big Al never did that. Big Al was not long for the trampoline life.
It's not a pleasant feeling, Alejandro. You
Can't
kind of get a
It
little
would be.
funky. If you really what you got to do is you kind of like gotta lay there.
Yeah,
You gotta be like, whoa.
Well,
Whoa.
they carted him off. He was just grabbing at his wrist. And I was thinking, well, that's got to probably be like a neck thing that's just shooting down all the way to your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Was my thought process there. And then the next batter walked him off. So that sucks for the Mariners.
Well, let's be honest here, Alejandro. If he makes that catch
I don't think
and he goes over the fence, I think Buddy might go all the way home.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but he was hurt, so they stopped playing all that. But good for the Giants right now. To be fair, they have wins right now against teams that aren't scoring or hitting very well. The Reds, atrocious. Ellie in his first game with the torpedo bat was like going crazy,
yes, and then couldn't hit
stunk it up. Too bad he can't steal to first base. Then the Astros, meh. I mean, Stros are the Stros. Good for the Giants there.
Listen, the Astros usually it's Cat's kind of usually out of the bag on the Astros. Usually like a slower start to the year, and then they'll make a run.
Yep. But yeah, good for the Giants. Got the Reds again here at the home, and then you go play the Yanks, and then we'll see how good you're doing. Don't get fooled by hot starts.
Out of all of those teams, I would say at the top of the NL right now, and you go, all right, who's going back down to earth? It's the Giants.
Yeah, absolutely. Once upon a time, the Tampa Bay Rays started 13-0,
and then
didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, it happens.
Right now on top of the AL, who's that? It's the goddamn 2023 World Series champs from Texas Rangers. Crazy what happens when we have a healthy Jacob deGrom. Looked good, by the way.
Dangerous?
Yeah, looked good. Good start for deGrom. The deGrominator. Very nice. The bats were cold at the start against the Reds, but they're cooling. I think the Rangers will be fine. Excited to see more Jacob deGrom though. Love me some Jacob deGrom.
Angels 6-3. That's a fast start.
Yeah,
that will be coming back down to earth.
Yeah, they'll be back down in the meantime. Don't worry. Boston has survived. Devers not hitting the ball until this weekend. Cleveland will come back up. Jerry Rom had like a 3 home run game, so just wait on Cleveland. Chicago already 2-7. Yikes.
Saddening.
Yikes.
The thing about it here, Alejandro, for the Red Sox, Friday, 13-9 was the final. The second half of their doubleheader, it was an 18-7 baseball game. It's like a 1950s football score.
Terrible.
It's insane.
Terrible. Let's just bring up the fat Dominican first baseman in the room here. Vladdy Jr.
No longer a chance to be.
No longer going to be a free agency target for anybody this upcoming offseason.
Ever, I don't think.
Bag alert.
Brinks truck and everything.
Idea, if you ask me. Why? Because I don't think Toronto's ever going to win the World Series.
14 years,
$500 million. $500 million right there to Vladdy for 14 years. Underpaid?
He's had some injuries.
I would say
up and down,
slightly underpaid if you ask
slightly,
me.
But I mean,
slightly underpaid if you ask me.
It happens. We'll have to see.
Sure does happen. The Yankees were not going to be investigated for torpedo bats. Aaron Judge almost hit a fucking cycle of home runs. Had a grand slam. Had a 3-run shot. Had a solo shot. All he needed was a runner on for a 2-run shot, and he would have hit a fucking cycle of homers. That is
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. And he had that all by the 4th inning.
Yeah.
That series against the Brew Crew, yikes.
Yeah.
Did not look good.
Now, here's my thing, Alejandro. We haven't yet to discuss it. Your thoughts on the torpedo bats?
I don't care.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I think as long as everyone's using them, cool.
Yeah.
My other thought is that there's going to be so many different variations of this torpedo bat because everyone's swing.
It'll get banned eventually, probably.
Or everyone just has a torpedo bat.
Yeah,
Or a different variation of it. Or maybe you're just so damn good you don't need a fucking torpedo bat.
Like Aaron Judge. He doesn't use one.
I don't think Mr. Schwarber uses one either.
I don't see the whole idea, but hey, if it helps you hit better and it's not like illegal, then sure. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Not gonna hear me saying we don't need more runs in baseball. Definitely won't hear that.
Love runs. Love action.
Who's at the bottom? I was like, who's at the bottom of the NL? It's not the Rockies. It is the Braves.
It's the Braves.
Who would have thought? I'm great. How are you? I don't know how to say your name, so I'm gonna say Pamp. I'm great, Pamp. Skinner start was good. That one Skinner start was very nice. Juan Soto looking good.
If I'm not mistaken, the Pirates got walked off in their first 3 games of the year.
Did they? Was that? I think I saw that. Yeah. My day's going great. Nice little boys talking balls here. Pam, you a big sports fan by chance? Anyway, yeah. Back to the normalcy of the podcast. Cubs look good after that shitty start against the Dodgers. Voice cracks galore. Arizona's meh. Pittsburgh meh. I don't know. Right now it's a little weird. San Fran, I could see them making the offs, but that West is so tough.
It's so good.
It's so darn good.
Listen, it's still early, right? I mean, geez, Alejandro, we're not even 16% of the way through the season yet.
Yep.
So
hard to tell.
We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out.
What comes up must come down.
Exactly.
We're gonna figure it out.
The O's, the A's playing in beautiful Sacramento, California. Again, whatever. The O's will bring it back. Still so early. But couple of good series wins for the Phillies. Anything else? Oh, we got the Masters coming up this week.
Yes, we do.
Masters week.
Play postponed for day 1.
Yeah. I mean, rain.
Yeah.
Rain in Augusta.
Yeah.
Shocking. But it is what it is. I don't know what to talk about, really.
Do you have a pick for the Masters?
Do I have a pick for the Masters?
Rory's trying to become the 6th person to get a career Grand Slam.
Not Rory. Don't think it'll be Rory. I don't know.
Do you think Scheffler goes back to back?
Yeah, I'll be a casual and say Scotty.
Yeah?
Yeah, he hasn't been playing good golf up to this point, but fuck it. Scotty. Tiger? All right, bro.
We did talk about that too, right?
What?
That he did blow the Achilles.
Yeah, no, I don't think we talked about Tiger blowing his Achilles out.
Yeah, he blew the Achilles out.
Tragic.
Terrible.
Tragic. I don't know. Give me I don't know.
I have Mr. DeChambeau.
DeChambeau is a good pick. I don't know. We'll see who leads after day 1. I'm usually like a day 1 or maybe like halfway through day 1 to
and then you'll
make my assumption.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Wrap it?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Wrap it?
Yeah.
I'll wrap it up here for Boys Talking Balls, episode 86. We're back after the 2-week hiatus.
Anyone who's new, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, follow. Nonsense. More nonsense.
We'll be posting more regularly.
Consistent. I'll be more consistent.
Yes.
Fucking.
We promise.
Dior was busting my balls earlier. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be back. Yeah, that'll wrap it up, though. Enjoy your week, people. We'll see you all for episode 87 at some point. Bye.
Cheers.
Now we end the live stream. Bye.